NBA takeaways of the week, man. Want to start it off?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I want to talk about that Lakers and Celtics game. That was a the score doesn't indicate how bad the game actually was. I feel like the Lakers, um, they gave that game away. I mean, they were struggling, and Bron went down. Even though Tatum did drop 40 and 12. And Brown dropped 31 and 6. Literally, those are the only two people that do something for them. Everybody else really didn't even, show up for the Celtics. And the Lakers, it just showed us without Brown and Luca. Austin Reeves chipped in with 16. But if Brown and Luca ain't playing at they tip top shape, it might be scary for the Lakers because where else is the scoring production gonna come from? Because when you get in the playoffs and you start playing these teams and these teams start keying in on these your other guys and your other players, it's going to be hard for them to generate points because Austin Reeves is what their third best option, and he only has 16. And if he's playing like that, they're not going to win no games.
That game, Boston. It was a close game in the beginning. Then Boston chipped away, bro.
They chipped away.
Tatum Brown. They carried them, and then at one point, I just saw them. I think it was like in the third quarter. The Celtics just start playing like it was 2K, just throwing up, just shooting threes. And obviously, we're gonna get more into the threes with the Celtics and the Thunder, but they was just shooting threes. And I'm like, bro, they just throwing up anything at this point. The Lakers gonna get right back into this game, and they did. They cut it to like 4 at one point. And I know people gonna be like, well, Luka did have 34. That was not a good 34 if you actually
Yeah, it was
watched
an
the
ugly
game.
34. It was
It
an
was
ugly
not a good
34.
34. He was Jalen Brown. I don't know what he has against him, bro, but he might be the Luka stopper, bro. He be locking Luka up for some apparent reason, bro. Tatum had Luka in jail, bro. I don't know what it is. Al Horford even had him in jail.
Tatum or Brown?
I meant to say Brown. If I said Tatum, my
Okay.
bad. Brown had Luka in jail, bro. Al Horford had Luka in jail. I don't know what it is with them two, but they always have Luka in jail, bro. And Luka just looks slow. He looks hurt. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, he can't get past anybody. That's why I was getting to almost a 20-point blowout because Luka really wasn't doing anything. LeBron was doing everything he could, and no one else really did anything. And I mean, that's gonna be the problem. Like, where are you gonna get the bit? Where's the other production coming from? And Gabe Vincent, he been playing decent lately. Give props to Gabe Vincent. Wherever Francisco is, you can't call him an NPC player now because he been playing decent
Yeah, he
lately.
been hooping. Yeah, he been hooping for the
He been
last
playing decent.
damn near for like
But
the last month. He been hooping.
but when I told y'all you got to play him over Bronny.
Bro, he's still
But that's
butt.
neither. That's neither here or there. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I just got to play him over Bronny. Nothing against him. But like Tatum 12 for 28, 6 for 16 for 3. He didn't have to take all the three, but he was a plus 12 on the court. He was killing that game. It in the beginning, it's living up to the hype. Close game, the two most storied franchises in the NBA. Then we start getting the blowout. Lakers make a late charge. LeBron gets hurt, gets an injured groin. We'll get more into that later. Here we are. We don't know what's gonna happen in Lakers, but they lost that game, and we don't know what's gonna happen now.
Hey, if Bron didn't get injured, do they come back and win?
There's a chance.
Because when he left, they were down by what?
I think it was single digits.
Yes.
I'm
And losing
I think
Bron,
it was single digits.
that's a big momentum shift. That's a real big momentum shift losing Bron.
Like, and we don't know when he's coming back, so now Luka gotta do him. But that game, man, Jason Tatum and Brown was going crazy, bro. That good for them. It was an okay game. I think they had like 4.6 million viewers that game too. That's like the
Yeah.
most since outside. I think that's like the most regular season game since I forgot, but not counting the Christmas game. So it lived up. It lived up to the hype. Um, let's get into it. Jokic 31, 21 rebounds and 22 assists. The first player to ever have those numbers
Man,
against the Phoenix Suns on Friday, bro.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. I know I chose SGA as my MVP last week,
Oh
but
my god, bro.
that kind of I didn't say I'm choosing Jokic now, but that made me on the that got me on the edge a little bit, bro. Cause bro, a 30, 20, 20, no one has ever done that.
That-
Like every time I make a case for Shea and Shea do something wrong, here come Jokic. It be like, bro, Shea will do something wrong, Jokic will take a couple of games out, and then we come back right before the pod and Jokic do some raw shit. And I'm like, bro, how can I not? I can't not just put you in the conversation or not even, fake like you not, might win or not because it's like, bro, he's doing amazing things. He's literally like he said it himself. He's playing the best basketball of his life right now. And how can you not give it to him? Like he has a case to win his what fourth MVP, especially
This will
after that.
be this will be like 3 in like 4 years.
Yeah, bro, that's insane.
And like he said, I think he asked Russ, he was like, Russ, have you ever had a 30-20-20 game? He said, no, bro, no one
Well, he
averages, no
had
one
what
gets
20?
that. He had 20
He had
20
20,
triple
20,
double.
20.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay,
30-20-20.
yeah.
Which one's better, 30-20-20 or Luca when he had the 60, I think it was 60-20-10 triple double? This one might be better. That's me. That's
I,
just me, bro.
I was gonna say that 60 though. That's the only thing. It's that 60. That's it. That's a 60 is a lot of points, dog. For one player in the NBA, that's a lot of points. But that 30-20-20 do look good though. I'm not gonna lie, that do look good. Especially
30
since you're the
21
first player to ever do it.
the first player ever to do this. Like, but I mean, we got one more time because at the end of the season, we'll give our final awards. We will give our finals. But that's crazy though. So the 30-20 game moved you, and also when he beat SGA on Monday, did
Yeah,
that move you
that
too?
moved me. Yeah, it did. It did because he got his lick back. Now, if SGA would have sweeped them, then it's like okay, but they tied on the year. I think it's 2-2 on the year. Um, but then Jokic, he's the only big in NBA history to average 30, 10, and 10 too. I think he's the only player to ever average what 30 to 10 and 10, right?
30, 10, and 10. The only
Yeah.
big. I think he'll be the first big ever, like big man ever that just averaged a triple double, period.
I think he's the first player ever to average 30, 10, and 10 too. I don't think no player's ever done that.
I doubt it. Bro, you gotta go
So
back
yeah,
to
bro.
maybe, maybe,
And don't
maybe like maybe like Wilt.
and don't get me wrong, Shea is definitely hoping he's definitely deserving of MVP, because he got his team the number one spot again, and he's like what 11, 12, 13 games and ahead of everybody else. So it's like it's hard not to argue that too, but man, bro, Jokic is hooping, bro.
Luca
This is
has
the
six.
year I felt like he deserved it. Last year, I don't think he deserved it.
A
I
lot
think
of people
SGA
last
should
year
have.
thought Luca deserved it. A lot of people thought he
Luca or
did.
SGA should have got it last year. One of them
I
should have
didn't
got it.
think
He should
Luca
have
was
got it
gonna
last year.
win. I didn't think Luca was gonna win. Like I never thought it. But real quick, Luca had 60, 21 boards, 10 assists. So 60, 21, 10 versus 30, 20, 20. I'm going
I'm
30,
still gonna go
20,
with this.
20.
I'm gonna go with that 60-20-10. Because not
Mm.
too many people can score 60 in the league, G. Who was it
And he
against?
the Knicks. It took overtime
And
though.
who? Yeah,
But they both took overtime. Both took overtime. Did you see
yeah.
did you see when Kevin put that tweet in the chat? That Jokic had a triple double at basically at like 11 minutes
At
something left
halftime?
at third, and then he got another triple double.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, I seen
that's
it. Yeah.
crazy. How
Yeah, I
you get
seen that.
two
Yeah.
triple doubles in one game? How? That's crazy.
Bro, most players don't even get a triple double in their career.
Bro, Zion just got his first triple double, what, like 2 weeks ago? They got the second one the other day. Like,
Mhm.
it doesn't happen. But what is your takes on the first game with the Thunder and the Nuggets? SGA,
Um,
I'm not gonna lie, real quick. He went off for 40 points. but at the same time, he wasn't really shooting that good up until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that first game, I thought it was good. I honestly thought the Nuggets was gonna pull away because that first quarter and that I think was it the first quarter Jokic had like 14, 15. Yeah, it was like the first quarter, or the first half. Jokic had like 14 or 15, but I think it was the first quarter. He had like 14 points, and then after that he got injured. Hardenstein had slammed him to the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and he re-injured his right elbow. And then after that, he really didn't do anything the rest of the game. So I honestly thought the Nuggets was gonna win that game before the end. And then Aaron Gordon had went out. So I couldn't really like judge that first game for real. Yeah, the Thunder won, but the Nuggets wasn't really held. They didn't have any Aaron Gordon. Jokic got injured first quarter of the game, and he didn't look the same the rest of the game. Because at that first quarter, he was like, bro, he was shot hunting. He was making the case that I'm finna give y'all 40 tonight, and then that just stopped. Um, and then that second game, though, I like that they bounced back and they won. They showed their resilience even without Aaron Gordon. But I gotta see both teams healthy playing each other, man.
Well, the first game of the season, I think they were healthy. Thunder won the game. I think Chet had like 5, 6 blocks that game. And Chet was in foul trouble in game one. He sold my bet. I picked his points, rebounds, and assists, bro. I think he need like 3 more, whatever. He stayed in foul trouble. And it's like, bro,
Yeah,
what can you do? But now though, Jada played really good that game. SGA, like I said, he was just not shooting good. And he was shooting a lot of threes, bro. And I'm like, brother, stop shooting the threes, bro. Because you're not hitting them. He was 2 for 11 for three. And that's really not him. He doesn't take like 11 3 pointers per
no,
game. That's just not him. And I understand, I get it. But you know that if it ain't hitting, bro, get to the hole, bro. You already a free throw merchant, so just go to the hole and get your little easy free throws. Jokic, he had 24, 13, 9, but like you said, maybe the elbow injury kind of hurt him, kind of delayed him a little bit. Jamal Murray really didn't play good,
didn't do
honestly.
shit. Didn't do shit.
6 for 17 with 17 points, a minus 17 on the court. Michael Porter was a minus 33. A minus 33.
But he had 24 and 15, so
Yeah, that's cool, but bro, when you on the court, we basically was blowing you out when you on the court. That Christian
mhm.
Brown, he was honestly probably you can argue about like they second best player. You can argue it. He was hooping in like that third quarter. He was hooping. He was really hooping, but and we could get into like the things about the Nuggets and all that, but man, they and they just faced the Timberwolves, and we can honestly talk about that game last night. Bro, the Nuggets might be soft, and they just gave up yesterday. They gave up.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask you, I'm like, does Ant have a Nuggets number, bro? Because ever since he
You
eliminated them in the playoffs, bro, he been whooping they
you
ass.
know, I've seen a lot of people say, "Man, the Nuggets do not want to see the Timberwolves in the playoffs, man." And just like you said, the Timberwolves got their number. But then it's like I just remember, and I get it. Ant was younger, but they was just whooping on them like 2 years, like 2, 3 years ago. Like they were whooping on them. Now these are different teams, obviously, different teams, but they was just whooping on them. But so far, man, the Timberwolves they have the Nuggets number. I think I don't want to say they might be better than them. They're just bullying them, bro. They bully them.
Yeah,
We're stronger than you.
yeah,
We're bullied. We just have the confidence that we can just beat you. And then
yeah.
they put Jamal Murray in hell, bro. Oh my god. Bro, from the playoffs to yesterday, Jamal Murray be in hell, bro. Like, I don't, it's like, what can he do? He can't do anything.
Yeah, especially when you got, because I ain't gonna lie, I like that they starting to play Terrence Shannon more, and Rob. I thought they should have been playing more earlier in the season just so they can get their feet wet a little bit earlier. But and then when you got Ant in the game. You got Jaden McDaniels in the game. You got Terrence Shannon in the game. Julius Randle and Gobert, or even if you go small and put Nikhil, Terrence, Ant, Jaden, and Randle in, like that defensive lineup that's kind of crazy, bro. They can switch anything. They can literally switch anything with that team. The only thing is, where's the offense going to come from? But defensive wise, they got some quality defensive players over there.
You talking about Timberwolves, right?
Yeah, that's why Jamal Murray be in hell. When you go from Ant to Jaden McDaniels, then you get switched on
To
to Terrence
Nikhil.
Shannon, then you get switched on to Nikhil. Like, bro, that's too many guards, defensive guards you getting switched on,
It's nothing
and
they
they
can
all
do,
play
bro.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who do you trust more if they face in the playoff series? Jamal Murray or Julius Randle?
Low key Julius Randle, because I know at
Mm.
least with Julius Randle, he gonna rebound for me. He gonna attempt to play defense, and then he might give me anywhere between 15 to 18 points. Jamal Murray, you don't know if he gonna be hot that game or if he gonna go cold and shoot 6 for 17 like he did. You don't know which Jamal Murray's gonna show up.
I would have to pick Jamal Murray because I at least seen him do it at the highest level.
That's true.
I've seen
That's
Julius
true.
Randle, bro. He has had some stinkers in the playoffs, bro. He's good in the regular season, but man, when it gets to the playoffs, man, it's just like it's a whole new ball game for him. So Julius got to show me this playoff. Like if they do make it out, they're in the play-in right now, and I think whoever they face in the play-in, I think they will face the Kings. They could beat the Kings. I'm sorry, they could beat them. So they will probably face right now. I think it'd probably be Denver, and I think that's who they want.
I think they
They
want.
want
Yeah, I
Denver.
think they want that. Yeah, they want that. I ain't gonna lie, they want that. Well, they have to be the sixth seed. I think because Denver number 3 right now.
Are the Lakers back at 2?
Nah, Lakers at 4. When I look, they at 4.
Now,
It's
Grizzlies
it's
back
the
at 2.
Thunder.
Grizzlies
Yeah,
back at 2. They could probably
yeah.
beat the Grizzlies too. But yeah, no, you're right though. They would have to be 6 if they won Denver again. And it's funny because last week I said that the Denver would smack Golden State, but now against the Timberwolves, they ain't smacking them. That could go 7.
Yeah,
That could go
yeah. I
7. And
mean,
last year,
what the Golden State and Nuggets or
no, Nuggets and Timberwolves, that could go 7.
niggas? Yeah, yeah. It can go 7.
So, like you've always said it. It really just depends on matchup. I think the Nuggets match up better against the Warriors, but man, against the Timberwolves, bro, they can't match. I don't know, man, because
Cause
bro, Jokic got to deal with 3 big men, and they like you just said about the guards, they all play differently. Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, Nas Reed, all 3 of them play totally different. So he
hmm
got to deal with that. Same like you just said with Jamal Murray, Jaden, and Dante, Nikhil.
I
It's just
forgot
like
about Dante. I
he got
forgot
to
about
deal.
him.
They got to deal with all of that, bro. They just match up well because they just think they're better than them. Honestly, they was like we beating y'all in Game 7, and I picked them last year. I said the Timberwolves would beat the Nuggets in Game 7. I think a lot of people picked the Nuggets, and honestly, this year I think people will still probably pick the Nuggets over the Timberwolves, and it's only
And we
because it's
being,
like it's Jokic.
I'll say, but if we being honest, who on the team could guard it? Because even if you put Aaron Gordon on him, who gonna guard
Nah,
Julius Randle now? Julius Randle just
nah.
gonna eat then.
You you will have to combination of say Christian Braun, um,
They too
Westbrook,
small.
Peyton Watson in some spurts. Those are probably your
They
best
all too
perimeter
small.
defenders.
And they all too small, bro. Either he gonna bully Christian Braun because he's bigger and stronger than him.
Christian
He
Brown is
might
big
not be
too.
able to. He ain't Anthony Edwards. He ain't no 6'6", 230, 240.
Christian Brown will probably like 6'4".
Yeah, probably about like 6'4",
No, he's
6'5",
6'6",
215.
220. 6'6", 220.
That boy do not look 220. He do not look 220. He look like he like 215.
That's about right. That's about right.
But and then Peyton Watson, I don't think they as strong as Ant is.
But he's a
Um
good defender though. But obviously
and he
Anthony Edwards is
fouls a
different.
lot.
Sure.
He
Yeah,
fouls a lot too. And then Westbrook isn't the same defender as he used to be, so
he still
I don't think
plays
nobody on that team could guard
okay
him.
defense. He still plays okay defense. So, but like the Timberwolves definitely might have their number, bro. And it's actually good that the Timberwolves are playing way good because we always was talking about, man, offense looks nasty. Um, we don't know what they're gonna do with Julius Randle. Julius Randle has been a good
And playing good.
passer since he's been back. He's averaged like 9 assists since he's come back. Definitely a good playmaker. He's always been a decent playmaker. Though. Always been. He ain't great or good, but he's been decent. He's been comfortable.
I don't know if you remember, but when we was first talking about, I forgot which week it was, but I was saying that like I seen that Coach Finch was putting the ball in Julius Randle's hands because that's the only way the offense is gonna work, bro. That's legit the only way the offense is gonna work because he gonna have to have the ball like he was with the Knicks. He had the ball in his hands a lot before Brunson got there. That's the only way that offense is gonna work in Minnesota.
They have to do what they did last year, and obviously Cat and Randall are different, but you got to bully Jokic, bro. Because that's what Cat was a comfortable defender against Jokic. Cat ain't this defender, but against Jokic, I think Jokic just struggles against bigger guys or people that's just big as him. Like he struggles with them.
Mhm.
Obviously, like everybody always brings up the Lakers and the Nuggets series. You had the White, JaVale McGee, and you had LeBron. Well, not LeBron, Anthony Davis. You know, those guys are basically as big as him. And they're good
Yeah, he can't
defenders.
bully them. He
Yeah.
can't bully
And if
them.
he can't, and if Nas Reed, he ain't getting bullied. Randall ain't getting bullied. Rudy Gobert, however people think about
He
him,
getting
he ain't.
bullied. He getting bullied, bro. Bro,
That's
he
a
getting
four.
bullied by
That's a
Jokic, bro.
four-time defensive player of the year.
Man, that's
He
the
stopped.
softest full-time defensive player of the year I've seen.
He stopped Jokic getting them boards though.
He can't stop him
Mm.
from scoring.
Hey, he gonna score regardless. He
How
gonna
how
score
how you
regardless.
how you a full-time defensive player of the year and you can't even lock down nobody? I ain't never seen Rudy Gobert lock
Whoa!
down a top 10. I've never seen him lock down a
Whoa!
top center in the league. Name me one top center that he's locked down in
Hold
the
on, wait a
league.
minute. Whoa! Hold on. So when he was winning, so when he won those defensive player of the years against in Utah, who was the center? Obviously, probably like maybe not even at that time.
Joel.
Joel like that really at that time frame? Because this is early, probably like 20. I think when did he win one, bro? He won a couple. I
Uh,
want to say, do I want to say 2019? I want to say somewhere around that year. Who was like that at that time? Jokic really wasn't like that. If you want to say DeMarcus, but I would have to see the stats. So it's like, what center was really like a Jokic back then? Like, that's what I'm saying. When did he win his 4 defensive player of the years?
uh, Let's see. He won in 2017. He won in
Okay.
2018. He won in
Okay.
2020, and he won in 2023.
5 years ago, Rudy
So the one
Gobert.
in 2023, I don't think he should have won that one. 2017, who was killing during
And,
2017?
and them Utah Jazz teams had good defensive teams because of him. Like we can't act like those teams were good defensively, and it wasn't
I'm
because
not,
of him.
not I'm not I'm not saying that Rudy Gobert isn't a good defender, but like 101 against the top centers in the league, I see him struggle too often. Like you can still be a good defender if like Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson is a good defender. He's a good one-on-one defender. Um but Rudy Gobert, I don't really think he's a good one-on-one defender. Most of Rudy Gobert blocks and stuff like that, they come from the weak side. They come from help side blocks and shit like that. I've never seen Rudy Gobert just lock down a top center in the league. I've not seen it at
I
all.
think they're two deep. I think they're two different defenders, though. I think Jaren Jackson can guard, say, more forwards, maybe even some guards. If someone tries to go baseline, I think Jaren Jackson can hold his own. And if somebody tries to go for a layup, he can smack it with it. I don't think Rudy Gobert is like that defender. Whereas, last year when people was talking about how you the defensive player of the year and you let Luka hit that 3-pointer. First of all, it's Luka. Second of all, that's not Rudy Gobert's game. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, so we're shocked that Luka took him off the dribble and hit a step back three. Like, stop it. Like, we can't do that. Rudy Gobert, I think, is just more of a shot blocking big. Like, that's just what I think he is. I don't think he's these like if say let's just say DeMarcus Cousins. If DeMarcus Cousins, who's a good perimeter defender as a big, I don't think Rudy Gobert is going out to the perimeter and saying, man, here 1-on-1. That's not him. He's gonna stay in the paint. That's just how he is. And I think Jaren Jackson, now is he stopping DeMarcus? I don't think so. But I think he's more, I think he can do a better job at guarding DeMarcus. Jaren Jackson can do a better job at guarding DeMarcus than say a Rudy Gobert. That's all I'm saying. But
I
it's
think it's vice
Jokic.
versa.
What do you expect? Like, what do we
I
expect,
think
bro?
I think Rudy had a better advantage against DeMarcus only because Jaren Jackson's small, bro. DeMarcus Cousins is just gonna put that shoulder in that man. He gonna move it and dunk on his ass. But Rudy Gobert, even if you put that shoulder, he like Wemby. If you put that shoulder into him, you move him. He's still gonna put his arms up, and he's still gonna be right there. So I mean,
That's all I'm
Francisco
saying, bro.
said. Francisco said 5 years ago, Rudy Gobert created COVID.
Well, he didn't create COVID, but he did kind of shut the NBA down. Like I can't say that he did. He did shut the NBA down. Can we talk
What
about
Francisco say?
Zion? What you say?
Gobert is an excellent defender, but not a four-time defensive player. I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he's a great defender. I just don't think he was worthy of that four. That four. Now
But
his younger days, like that first, like them first two he won, I'll give him that. He was playing really good that year. But them last two, I don't think he
in
deserved them last two.
2020, you said he won in 2020,
Yeah,
right?
in 2020, and then I think
He was
in
still on Jazz. He was still on
2020,
Jazz.
2023.
2023, okay, that's cool. I can get that one. 2020, he probably should have. And the other two, he definitely should have. He was a good defender, bro. Like, and he's going to the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
regardless of what people think. Rudy Gobert's going to the Hall of
he's
Fame,
going to the Hall of Fame, bro. If you
bro.
win 4 defensive players of the year and you don't go to the Hall of Fame, that's a crime.
Bro,
No
I
cap.
think I think somebody said yesterday, man, if the Timberwolves just had Derek Lively over Rudy Gobert, this would be so much better because
Nah,
the offense.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, but not really, because they use Derek Lively the same as they use Rudy Gobert. The only difference is Derek Lively will probably catch them lobs. That's the only difference.
Bro, it's just Rudy Gobert just doesn't have an offensive game, bro. He just doesn't, and it's okay. It is what it is. He's still been in the league
I've
with no
never
offensive
seen,
game.
bro. I've never seen a big that can't even. Well, he could dunk, but he barely dunk, bro. He can't even catch the ball, bro.
No, he
Every oop
can't.
I see it, and or even when Cat was throwing to him, bro, he wouldn't even dunk it. He'd catch it, come down, then dunk it, bro. Like I don't know whatever it is with him and oops, he need to get it figured out. They say his hands small as hell.
No, it was actually. I think if you look on it's a YouTube video about like him not be able to like catch the ball and stuff like that, and just dropping passes. It's a video on YouTube because I
Yeah,
remember
bro.
Shondell brought it up. It's a video of it. So you go look it up. Hey, this ain't a takeaway. But what did you think of that video I sent you? What was it last week of Caitlin Clark? What did you
Robert,
think? Didn't I tell you though? I told
what's
you,
doing it?
man.
Rob Parker? Of
Yeah,
Rob Parker?
Rob
Yeah,
Parker,
bro.
bro.
He's
Didn't I
tweaking,
tell you,
bro.
bro?
That man tweaking, bro. I can't believe he said Caitlin Clark is the reason why the All Star game was not successful. Are you serious right now? Like, dog. First off, this is not even her league. This is the men's league, bro. So what does Caitlin Clark has to do with the NBA's All Star weekend? Nothing. She has nothing to do with it. And his reasoning was that she could have helped with the ratings. Bro, if you have to pull a W in no disrespect to them, but if you have to pull a WNBA player to the NBA just to make y'all ratings better, that's a problem. That's a problem. I'm not saying it wasn't a good idea, but you shouldn't have to rely on Caitlin Clark in order for you to have better viewership, bro. Like, come on.
I told you, man. These old media people be hating, man. We'll get into that later because I have the quotes. But them people be hating. And I'm like, so we're faulting Caitlin Clark for basically wanting to participate in a 3-point contest in her own league. That's what we're doing. She says she
And
wants
she's
to
never even
compete.
done it before in her league. Why would
Exactly.
she Why was she competing in the NBA All Star game first when she's trying to grow the WNBA and she hasn't even been a part of the All Star game before, Jay? That makes no sense.
Like, so I'm upset that Caitlin Clark wants to basically play her All-Star weekend. Like, that's what we're doing. Like you said, Why do we have to get Caitlin Clark in the first place? That's already bad enough that we have to even basically get her. And I think the NBA would. I know All Star Game is way gone, but I think they was definitely rooting for that, and it didn't work. It didn't work. But
because that would have been the biggest attraction that entire weekend this year if she would have participated.
of
Her,
course,
because Steph would have participated, and then
I
if
think,
Caitlin Clark, I think they tried to get Sabrina and Caden Clark,
and I
so it
think
would have
Clay
been
would have
like
did it
Caden,
too.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, that low key would have been the best attraction the entire weekend.
Hey man, Zion another triple double. Yeah, 22, 10, and 12 against the LA Clippers, man. I'm telling you, man, Zion Williamson, he's a dog. I'm starting to see people talking about. I ain't going that far, but people talking about he a top man when healthy. He top 12 in the league when he healthy. I ain't going
I
that
say
far just
15 for
yet.
sure. I say he
I'm
top
still
15 for
going with
sure. When he
20. I'm
healthy,
going with 20. I'm
when he
going with 20,
healthy,
bro.
yeah.
I'm going.
Um,
Let's. I'm going 20,
go
bro.
ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm going 20. I'm staying at 20.
I see now. This is the thing. This is the dilemma that I have with the Pelicans now. So last year when they put the ball in Zion's hands, and this year we seen that it works. Now, but the only thing is now when Dejounte Murray comes back, what are you gonna do? Because Dejounte Murray really isn't an off-ball player, and CJ can play off-ball, but you want the ball in Zion's hands. That team is gonna have to be constructed almost like a LeBron team. But even though Zion isn't the passer, LeBron is. They want the ball in his hands at all times. What are you gonna do with Murray now?
What are you
Because
gonna
he's a traditional point in
What are you
essence.
gonna do with that top 3 pick if you get it? Because you said Dylan Harper. Let's just hypothetically say they draft Dylan Harper. What does Dylan Harper do over there? If we want Zion to have the ball in his hands, what does he do?
He would have to play off ball because you got Dejounte now, and they not gonna let that rookie play point when you got Dejounte, Dejounte Murray over there. He gonna have Dylan Harper Jr. gonna have to play the two, and
He
I don't know if
was
he's that good of a shooter to
he
play the
wouldn't
two
even start though. He wouldn't
because they
start.
got CJ. You're right, unless they move
See,
CJ.
yes, unless they move CJ, but for now, because you got CJ, Trey Murphy, so good. Herb Jones, great defender. And Misi has played good for them. So can't even really start him. And DeJounte, whenever he comes back, there's a chance he might not come back next year because he tore his Achilles. So he might just take that year off. There's a chance. Because I think he tore
Yeah, because
his in
it
like
take
February.
yeah, I think they say it take like 12 to 18 months to come back from a
Achilles.
Achilles. Yeah.
It's
So if
yeah, it
we if
usually
he
takes
do
a
like a
year.
quick yeah, if we do like the quick recovery, that'd be basically after All-Star break. And ain't no point in coming back next year if we being honest. If you coming back after All-Star break, because he's still gonna have to ramp it up. He's still gonna have to get his conditioning and stuff right. So he might not play for real until now. And at that point, it's gonna be too late to come back in the season and try to gain your rhythm and make a push for the playoffs. You gonna fuck around and end up getting hurt again.
I just want to give a shout out to Zion, man. Zion is he's really good, man. That's why I like him when he's healthy, bro. He gonna put up some good numbers. Next year he's gonna play back to backs, but this year he's not playing back to backs. He said he could play back to backs, but the organization not letting him. So we just gotta wait and see because we seen fully healthy Zion, but he got hurt in the play in, and this year he's been hurt. So next year we should see a fully healthy Zion. It's every other year. It's every other year. You got any other
Uh,
takeaways?
yeah. Last takeaway I got is that Knicks versus that Blazer game. Mikal Bridges hitting that game
Yeah, come
winner
on.
in OT. Yeah, in OT. First off, this is what I think people were nervous about with the Knicks. Even though Jalen Brunson wasn't playing, we all think that they should have out either blown out or beaten the Blazers by double digits. Correct? Yeah, I mean just
Yeah,
me and you. Correct? And they
yeah.
didn't. They only won by 2 points. Like the Knicks defense is atrocious, bro. If they not on scoring teams, they not doing nothing. Even if you like I said, even if you didn't have Jalen Brunson, ain't no way you let Denny go out for 27 and Scoop go out for 30. Now, no credit to them. They're really good players, but ain't no way y'all should let them do that. And then you had Shaden Sharp dropping 21, bro. The Knicks need to and Tibbs need to figure out something. He has to figure out something because this is not gonna last, bro. You playing your best guys too many minutes, and we only 20 something
You,
games from the playoffs, bro. They're gonna be dead in the first round.
you saw them comments
And
that Mikal Bridges made, right?
mm-mm.
Oh, he said that he talked to Tom Thibodeau. Well, first of all, let me say this. I thought the Knicks won because I think it was like after Cat hit that 3-pointer, they went up like 104 to 98. I'm like, man, I think it was like maybe like a minute, 50 some seconds left. I think it was like either a minute
Mm-mm.
or 50 some seconds left. I'm like, they won. And I went to sleep because it was probably like 11 something. And then like, I'm kind of in and out of my sleep. I wake up, look, and I saw my phone notification. It said like Shane Sharp hit a three to go up by like 2 or something. Then it was an overtime. I said, overtime? I said, how did that happen? I said, what? I was like, be for real. But Mikal Bridges, he talked to Tom Thibodeau and said, basically, can you back off all the starters' minutes? And Mikal Bridges, like he quoted, says, sometimes it's not fun on the body. You'll want that as a coach, but also talk to him a little bit, knowing that we got a good enough team where our bench guys can come in and we don't need to play 48 minutes. And then this morning,
Mm.
on First Take, Stephen A. Smith, he basically said the same thing. And then there was a video of Tom Thibodeau saying that him and Mikal Bridges never talked about minutes and stuff like that. And then Stephen A. Smith said Mikal Bridges revealed that he had a private meeting with Tom Thibodeau about the starters playing too many minutes and the bench playing too little. He's speaking for the Knicks, and Tibbs says he didn't happen. He said, and Stephen A. Smith said, that's a bad sign. So who lying? Somebody lying.
I low key think Tibbs is lying. I don't think Mikal Bridges. I think Tibbs is lying to like because that's like since he said it was a private conversation. Tibbs probably felt like Mikal should have kept it private. And then you know how many times Tibbs gets criticized for playing his guys too many minutes. So it's like I feel like Tibbs was just trying to cover his own ass. But Mikal Bridges capping, bro. Y'all bench is not that good for y'all starters to be taking breaks like that, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all still need to take breaks, but I just disagree with the part with him saying that they bench is good enough, bro.
I agree. How do we know though if they barely get minutes?
That's true. That
How
is
do we
true.
know?
That
How
is,
do we know?
but besides McBride, Precious Achua, and Mitchell Robinson, who off
But
they
look at
bench
that.
get buckets?
Well, yesterday, look, Mikal played 41. OG played 43. Cat played 39. Josh Hart played 42. Miles McBride played 38. Preston Truitt only played 9 minutes. Mitchell Robinson only played 19. I know he coming back from injury. Campaign, who has played, I think Campaign has played decent
Yeah,
off the
he
bench.
played decent.
He
He
only
played decent.
did
Yeah.
15 minutes. He only got 15. That's not enough. I think he could play at least 23. And then Landry Shamet, he only played 20. So, I mean, those are okay bench players to at least majority of them could at least give me 20 plus minutes a night. But how do we know
Mm.
if you don't even play them? I'm just saying.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's he don't trust them defensively, because that's Tom Thibodeau's whole thing. Like if you're not playing defense, he not playing. Like when Cam Reddish came there, we thought Cam Reddish was gonna get ticked,
I thought so
and
too.
he didn't, and that's because Cam was messing up on defense. He wasn't learning the defensive schemes, and he wasn't executing on the defensive end like Tibbs wanted. So
But
maybe
Tibbs
that's
ain't
it.
one Cam though. They said Tibbs ain't won him. The front office wanted him, but Tibbs didn't want Cam. And then he never really played him like that. But I mean, bro, if your guys, I know they're not saying it, but it was a video. It was a on Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson podcast. I think was talking about. I didn't really watch it like that, but they had a little segment about like the minutes and stuff, and they basically said, "Look, we just play basically." And I mean, Tom Thibodeau, he's going to play his guys. I've always said he's going to play his guys. He trusts these guys because I remember maybe like 3-4 years ago, I wanted Emmanuel Quickly to get some more ticket his rookie year, but he kept playing Elfrid Payton weak ass. He was playing them, and
And
Elfrid Payton had
look
no
what Alfred
lick of
Payton at
offense.
now. Look what Alfred
No,
Payton is at now. I don't even think he's in the league.
no, he's not. But that's what I'm saying. And then if you're a rookie, he's really not gonna trust you. Like that's just facts. He's just not. He just don't like unless
Unless
you a
you like a
high
top
pick.
5 pick, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro. You gotta be a high pick.
that's the only
But
way.
he's like, bro, you can't tell me Quickly one better than Alfred Payton at the time. You can't. You can't tell me that, bro. Like Alfred Payton is not even a good offensive player. Now, defender, different story. I think he's pretty decent
And
pretty
playmaker.
defensively. But Quickly gives you way more offense than Alfred Payton, and you sure will start him. But Thibodeau, man, and I think he'll never stop it. He's gonna play his guys, and if that's 40 plus minutes, it's gonna be 40 minutes, man. Once we get to the playoffs, prepare to see 43, 44 minutes. It's
Yeah, bro.
gonna
Because
happen, bro.
like Mikhail said, like that's that wear and tears on your body. By the time playoffs come, bro, their legs are gonna be gone. And if they legs are gone, I mean, because the Knicks, they low key mostly a jump shooting team, a jump shot team, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, they drive the basketball, but I would have to look up their points in the paint, where they rank points in the paint wise. But from what I see every time I watch them, they mostly a jump shooting team, bro. And if your legs are gone by the playoff time, them jump shots not gonna be going in like that. So Tibbs got to do something, bro. We got 20-something games left. That's enough time. That's enough time for you to rest these players or to get some bench players to, come in and play some more minutes. And then on top of that, if you letting these bench guys play, regular minutes, 20-something minutes and stuff like, it gives them confidence. It boosts their confidence.
They're ranked
And then on top of
fifth.
that, by the time they rank fifth points in
Points,
paint, get scoring wise.
53 points in the paint.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gives your bench guys more confidence. So by the time playoff comes, they're gonna be knocking down shots and they're gonna be ready to play and they're gonna be ready to hoop. But he don't play them. So say Cat or Brust or somebody gets in foul trouble in playoffs, now they out there like a deer in headlights because this is their first time getting minutes in however many games. So Tibbs need to figure that out.
I ain't playing for Tom Thibodeau. I know you said you could. I ain't playing for the man. I ain't trying to die out there on the court, bro. No offense. But I ain't trying to just bro. I'm not playing all the minutes. You a hooper though, so you know you love to just play forever.
Hell yeah, I love to play the whole damn game, especially if I'm
All
in
right,
shape and my
all right,
body can handle it.
all right.
Not
So
for
I
no
don't,
82 games though.
I don't want you to come on to the bench, like I don't want to see that. I don't
Boy,
want to see no breathing hard though.
that's exactly, nigga. That's
You better be
exactly how
breathing
it's
through
gonna
your
be.
nose. I gotta see you breathe through your nose.
I ain't gonna be asked to be taken out either. I'm only gonna get out when he tell me to get out.
Yeah. All right though, man. That's it for our NBA takeaways of the week.